Well, there were some different questions to be answered in that game, George, and I'm sure your notebook's full for things in the next session.
Yeah, my notebook is busy after that game. It's busier than it has been for a little while. I think basically in the first half we got out-muscled actually, and I thought Worcester were more physical, particularly up front. You know, they got on top up front, and we couldn't quite deal with it, which is disappointing because, you know, we've been working really hard in that area, but you know, I think probably a couple of older, wiser heads got the better of us, which I thought we'd do a better job, to be honest with you. But second half we got more physical, we got more confrontational. You know, we had a good chat at half time and corrected a few bits, and you know, managed to get on top in the second half and get a bonus point, which is probably all we deserved, in all honesty.
We heard Lewis Ludlow telling us after the game at Bath about the idea of painting pictures for the referee about defence and things, and we were thinking that at half time we were wondering what the message was going to be, but as soon as you come out in the second half, the defence of the driving line out was much better. The scrummage looked much steadier, and that really changed the referee's opinion, and things started to go your way.
Yeah, I think in the second half we started doing what we have been doing. I think first half we got a little bit lost at sea, trying to do a couple of different bits, and the half-time chat was, let's remember what our roles are here, and it's pretty simple, and like you say, the boys came out much better in the second half, but unfortunately we'd left too much to do, and you know, a bit of a flurry at the end, you know, isn't enough to win you games most of the time in top-level rugby.
The other thing is that it's difficult, isn't it, with a side like this, because they don't get a chance to play regularly and get a feel and get a rhythm. So sometimes we felt that in the first half, maybe they were running lines and running moves, running training, but it's not like reading the game with your head set. You haven't got the experience of carrying it into competition.
No, you don't, and that is a bit of a challenge for the young lads at the moment. You know, their games are few and far between and scattered around. However, you know, they train very hard every week. We are putting a lot of effort into the lads, and you know, I think possibly, you know, boys were thinking a little bit too much about plays and what they were going to do and all the rest of it coming into the game, you know, right before kick-off, rather than, let's not forget this is a physical game and my head's got to be on the physicality of the game so you can get anything going. I think when you're losing the physicality battle and you're trying to run plays, generally speaking, it's going to be a bit of a disaster. So, you know, I'd say second half they rolled the sleeves up, they solved some problems, and I'm pleased with that second half. I won't lie, I'm disappointed with the first half, and the boys are as well.
But equally, from you talking about the experience point of view, we're here on a Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Yes, we're here on a Wednesday night. There are 9,000 plus in here, and I mean that is some sort of buzz for these guys to play.
Oh yeah, I mean it's their biggest crowd of the season that I've just been told, which is great. You know, I think again from an experience point of view, the young lads, they've now, some of them have tasted Leon away. They've now tasted a sort of best crowd they've had here this season, which were loud and vocal, and I could hear the Gloucester fans out there as well, and that's, you know, that's the positive from it. The young lads will learn, and they've had to solve some problems, and they've been on the back foot. You know, like it's very different when you're coming through and when you're getting on the front foot and coming on and playing a part in a game, and you know the game flows. And when you're on the back foot and you've got to solve problems, and there's not necessarily the senior leaders out there to give you the answer, that's how you learn and grow as a player. And the boys will be better for this today. It's a good lesson, a good reminder that rugby's a tough sport, and unless you're on it 100%, you know, it's a real challenge to get in a game, and they will live and learn from this, as we all will, and they'll be better for it.
And maybe I don't know, it's the wrong thing to say, focus for the club, because Sunday, what a challenge. Harlequins at Kingsholm, that's really is going to be a game.
Yeah. So a few days away. Yeah, we've got the champions coming to Kingsholm. Hopefully that's a sold-out Kingsholm and it's rocking, and you know we're really excited about that. So yeah, we'll have to park this pretty quickly and move on, and yeah, let's get excited for that one.